Good day, everyone. Welcome for today's tele-turuan. I am your teacher, Maria Rizal A. Castro from San Jose National High School. Before we dive in for our today's lesson, let us first have a quick activity. Let's try. So what you have to do is you have to listen carefully, then answer the following questions that I will say. First item, Rafael's mother picks up her son's module at school. The question is, where did Rafael's mother pick up her son's module? So what would be the answer? Correct. That is school. Let's have the second one. For the second item, Rafael is done answering all his modules yesterday. The question is, when did Rafael finish answering his modules? The answer is yesterday. Very good. Third item, we have the sentence, people under the age of 21 and over the age of 60 should always stay inside their houses for everyone's safety. The question, how often do these people need to stay at their houses for them to be safe? What would be the answer? That should be always. They should always stay inside their houses for them to be safe. Number 4. Everyone must wear his own face mask when going outside. Question. Where do people need to wear their face masks? The answer is outside. So when we go outside, we have to always wear our face masks. So let's have our review of the words which were emphasized. So we have the school, outside, yesterday, and always. So these words refer to what? Correct. School and outside refers to the place. And then yesterday and always refer to the time. So before starting our lesson, let us have our lesson objective. So after this lesson, the students or you are expected to, first, identify the adverb on the sentences. Second, choose the appropriate adverb of time and place to complete the sentence. And lastly, express the importance of using adverbs in daily communication. So let's start. The big question is, what is an adverb? Do you have any idea? Okay. So let's define adverb. Adverb is a word or a phrase that modifies an adjective, a verb, and another adverb in the sentence. It also describes how the action is performed. It tells how much, how often, when, and where something is done. We have different kinds of adverb. Those are adverb of frequency, adverb of manner, adverb of time, adverb of place, adverb of degree, adverb of evaluation, and then lastly, we have the conjunctive adverbs. But before that, we have to focus on the two kinds of adverbs, which are adverbs of time and place. For the adverb of time, it tells us when an action happened, for how long, and how often. So these are the adverbs that tells us when. Examples are yesterday, tomorrow, last year, today, later, and now. So let's use each on a sentence. First sentence is, I am going to tidy my room now. So our adverb there is the word now. Second one is a lot of people donated goods and other necessities for the Typhoon Ulysses victims last week. So our adverb there is last week. Third sentence, we have, there has been so many catastrophic events this year. So our adverb of time there is this year. The second one, indicating adverb of time, is the adverb that tells us how long. So we have the examples, all morning, for a while, for hours, not long, and since last week. So let's use each on a sentence. So these are the adverbs that tell us how long on the sentences. 1.
During the enhanced community quarantine, everyone stayed in his house for 3 months.
So our adverb there is what? Correct, for 3 months. The second one, Russia went to visit her grandmother for a week. What is our adverb of time there? Well done. That is for a week. And then the third one, I wash my hands with soap and clean water for 20 to 30 seconds. Our adverb there is for 20 to 30 seconds. Next are the adverbs that tell us how often. These are frequently, sometimes, never, often, and annually. Let's use each on a sentence. First sentence, I rarely go outside to avoid unnecessary contact with other people. Our adverb there is rarely. So we should always stay inside our houses before doing anything else unimportant. Then for the second one, I go to the supermarket twice a week. So our adverb of time there is twice a week. The third sentence, before I let my parents submit my outputs in school, I check it 3 times. So the adverb there is 3 times. So you should always check your outputs before giving them to your parents so that you are sure that everything is complete. So next, let us have adverb of place. An adverb of place always talks about the location where the action of the verb is being carried out. So we have adverbs of place. An adverb of place always talks about the location where the action of the verb is being carried out. So we have adverbs of place can be directional, referring to distances, indicating to object's position in relation to another object, or referring to a movement in a particular direction, and it often ends with ward or wards. Let's have the first one. Adverb of place as directional. So these are the examples. We have up, southeast, away, around, down, and north. We have the example sentences. 1 is the ball went up when it was thrown. Our adverb there is up. The second sentence, Jam stepped away from the crowd. Our adverb of place there is away. Second one, adverb of place referring to distances. We have the examples nearby, far, away, and miles apart. So these examples can be used on sentences. Let's try 2. First, there are health centers nearby to help us. Our adverb of place there is nearby. Second one, social distancing means we should be 6 feet apart. Our adverb there is 6 feet apart. Third, an adverb of place indicating an object's position. So we have the examples below, between, through, underneath, above, and behind. Example sentences include number 1, the girl ran behind the tree. Our adverb there is behind. For number 2, Hannah is hiding underneath the couch. Our adverb of place there is underneath. Fourth one, referring to a movement in a particular direction. So this is much more common because it often ends with ward or wards. So these words are toward, backward, westward, forward, homeward, and onward. So let's use each on a sentence. First, after a long day at work, we headed homewards. Our adverb there is homewards. The second one, when there is a typhoon heading towards us, we must be ready at all times. Our adverb of place there is towards. So these are other adverbs of place which we can use to substitute or to focus and emphasize what we are going to say. So we have abroad, across, ahead, back, beyond, downwards, everywhere, here, there, outside, inside, indoors, and overseas. So there are a lot of adverbs of places which we can use. So before taking our next exercise, let us take a short break.